Hi everybody, Cathy Bilsky here, and this is the Quantum Leap, Let Light Unite, and this is Wednesday, September 14th, 2022, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about food security. And if you haven't started stocking for food, I'm going to give you some reasons why you should. Now I'm going to read to you a list of all our food supply that has been tampered with, and it's a long one, guys, so pay attention. Let me know what you think, and share this with people. All right, number one, on 1/11/21, a fire that destroyed 75,000 square foot processing plant in Fayetteville, Arkansas. 4/30/21, a fire ignited inside the Smithfield Foods Park processing plant in Monmouth, Illinois. 7/25/21, 3-alarm fire at Kellogg plant in Memphis. 170 emergency personnel responded to the call. 7/30/21, firefighters on Friday battled a large fire at Tyson's River Valley Ingredients plant in Haynesville, Alabama. 8/23/21, fire crews were called to the Paddock Meat Production Company in Ewing Road in Austell. 9/13/21, a fire at the JBS beef plant in Grand Island, Nebraska on Sunday night forced a halt to slaughter and fabrication lines. 10/13/21, a 5-alarm fire ripped through the Darigold butter production plant in Caldwell, Idaho. 11/15/21, a woman is in custody following a fire at the Girard County Food Pantry. 11/29/21, a fire broke out around 5:30 p.m. at the Maid-Rite Steak Company meat processing plant. 12/13/21, West Side Food Processing Plant in San Antonio left with smoke damage after fire. 1/7/22, damage to a poultry processing plant on Hamilton's Mountain following an overnight fire. 1/13/22, firefighters worked for 12 hours to put out a fire at the Cargill Nutrena plant in LeCompte, Louisiana. 1/31/22, a fertilizer plant with 600 tons of ammonium nitrate caught on fire on Sherry Street in Winston-Salem. 2/3/22, a massive fire swept through Wisconsin River Meats in Mauston. 2/3/22, they were busy. At least 130 cows were killed in a fire at Percy Farm in Stowe. 2/15/22, Bonanza Meat Company goes up in flames in El Paso, Texas. 2/15/22, nearly a week after the fire destroyed most of Scheer's food plant in Hermistown. 2/16/22, a fire had broken at U.S. largest soybean processing and biodiesel plant in Claypool, Indiana. 2/18/22, an early morning fire tore through the milk parlor at Best View Farm. 2/19/22, 3 people were injured and 1 was hospitalized after an ammonia leak in Lincoln Premium Poultry in Fremont. 2/22/22, the Scheer's food plant in Hermiston caught fire after a propane boiler exploded. 2/28/22, a smoldering pile of sulfur quickly became a raging chemical fire at the Nutrien Ag Solutions. 2/28/22, a man was hurt after a fire broke out at the Shadowbrook Farm and Dutch Girl Creamery. 3/4/22, 294,800 chickens destroyed at a farm in Stoddard, Missouri. 3/4/22, 644,000 chickens destroyed at an egg farm in Cecil, Maryland. 3/8/22, 243,900 chickens destroyed at an egg farm in Newcastle, Delaware. 3/10/22, 663,400 chickens destroyed at an egg farm in Cecil, Maryland. 3/10/22, 950,900 chickens destroyed at an egg farm in Taylor, Iowa. 3/14/22, the blaze at 244 Meadow Drive was discovered shortly after 5 p.m. by farm owner Wayne Hoover. 3/14/22, 2,750,700 chickens destroyed at an egg farm in Jefferson, Wisconsin. 3/16/22, a fire at Walmart Warehouse Distribution Center in Plainfield, Indiana, has cast a large plume of smoke visible throughout Indianapolis. 3/16/22, Nestle food plant extensively damaged in fire and new production destroyed in Jonesboro, Arkansas. 3/17/22, 5,347,500 chickens destroyed at egg farm in Buena Vista, Idaho. Now, guys, I have just read a third. All right, we've got 2/3 more to go. And if this doesn't get you in your gut, I don't know what will. All right. 3/17/22. These guys are busy on this day. 147,600 chickens destroyed at a farm in Kent, Delaware. 3/18/22. 350,400 chickens destroyed at an egg farm in Cecil, Maryland. 3/22. 172,000 turkeys destroyed on farms in South Dakota. 3/22. 570,000 chickens destroyed at a farm in Butler, Nebraska. It sure sounds like they've gone after the chickens this time, doesn't it? But wait, I'm not done. 3/24. Firefighters from numerous towns are battling a major fire at the McCrum potato processing facility in Belfast, Maine. 3/24/22. 418,500 chickens destroyed at a farm in Butler, Nebraska. 3/25/22. 250,300 chickens destroyed at an egg farm in Franklin, Iowa. 3/26/22. 311,000 turkeys destroyed in Minnesota. 3/27/22, 126,300 turkeys destroyed in South Dakota. 3/28/22, 1,460,000 chickens destroyed at egg farm in Guthrie, Iowa. 3/29/22, a massive fire burned 40,000 pounds of food meant to feed people in a food desert near Maricopa, Arizona. 3/31/22, a structure fire caused significant damage to a large portion of key fresh onion packing facilities in South Texas. 3/31/22, 76,400 turkeys destroyed in Osceola, Iowa. 3/31/22, 5,111,700 chickens destroyed at an egg farm in Osceola, Iowa. 4/16/22, 281,600 chickens destroyed at a farm in Wayne, North Carolina. 4/9/22, 76,400 turkeys destroyed in Minnesota. 4/9/22, 208,900 turkeys destroyed in Minnesota. 4/12/22, 89,700 chickens destroyed at a farm in Wayne, North Carolina. 4/12/22, 1,746,900 chickens destroyed at an egg farm in Dixon, Nebraska. 4/12/22, 259,000 chickens destroyed at a farm in Minnesota. 4/13/22, fire destroys East Conway Beef and Pork Meat Market in Conway, New Hampshire. 4/13/22, plane crashes into Gem State Processing, Idaho Potato and Processing Plant. Now, guys, I'm only halfway through. Continuing, 4/13/22, 77,000 more turkeys destroyed in Minnesota. 4/14/22, Taylor Farms Food Processing Plant burns down in Salinas, California. 4/14/22, 99,600 turkeys destroyed in Minnesota. 4/15/22, 1,380,500 chickens destroyed at an egg farm in Lancaster, Minnesota. 4/19/22, Azer Standard Nation's premier independent distribution of organic and healthy food was destroyed by fire in Dufur, Oregon. 4/19/23, 339,000 turkeys destroyed in Minnesota. 4/19/22, 58,000 chickens destroyed at farm in Montrose Color. 4/20/22, 2 million chickens destroyed at egg farm in Minnesota. It's amazing we're getting any chicken or eggs at all, isn't it? 4/21, a small plane crashed in a lot of a General Mills plant in Covington, Georgia. 4/22/22, 197,000 more turkeys destroyed in Minnesota. 4/23/22, 200,000 more turkeys destroyed in Minnesota. 4/25/22, 1,501,200 chickens destroyed at an egg farm in Cache, Utah. 4/26/22, 307,400 chickens destroyed at a farm in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. 4/27/22, 2,118,000 chickens destroyed at a farm in Knox, Nebraska. 4/28/22, egg-laying facility in Iowa kills 5.3 million chickens. Fires 200 plus workers. 4/28/22, Allen Harem Food Processing Plant killed nearly 2 million chickens in Delaware. 4/28/22, 110,700 turkeys destroyed in Barron, Wisconsin. 4/29/22, 5 million honeybees are dead after a flight carrying the pollinator insects from California to Alaska got diverted to Georgia. 4/29/22, 1,366,200 chickens destroyed at a farm in Weald, Colorado. 4/30/22, 13,800 chickens destroyed at a farm in Sequoia, Oklahoma. 5/3/22, 58,000 turkeys destroyed in Barron, Wisconsin. 5/3/22, 118,900 more turkeys destroyed in Beetle, South Dakota. Ah, the ducks aren't left out. 5/3/22, 114,000 ducks destroyed at Duck Farm, Berks, Pennsylvania. 5/3/22, 118,900 turkeys destroyed in Lyons, Minnesota. 5/7/22, 20,100 turkeys destroyed in Barron, Wisconsin. 5/10/22, 72,300 chickens destroyed at a farm in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Like I said, the ducks aren't left out. 5/10/22, 61,000 ducks destroyed at Duck Farm, Berks, Pennsylvania. 5/10/22, 35,100 turkeys destroyed in Muskegon, Michigan. 5/13/22, 10,500 turkeys destroyed in Barron, Wisconsin. 5/14/22, 83,400 ducks destroyed at Duck Farm, Berks, Pennsylvania. 5/17/22, 79,000 chickens destroyed at Duck Farm, Berks, Pennsylvania. 5/18/22, 7,200 ducks destroyed at Duck Farm, Berks, Pennsylvania. 5/19/22, train carrying limestone derailed Jensen Beach, Florida. 5/21/22, 57,000 more turkeys destroyed on farm in Dakota, Minnesota. 5/23/22, 4,000 ducks destroyed at Duck Farm, Berks, Pennsylvania. 5/29/22, a Saturday night fire destroyed a poultry building at Foreman's Farm in Howard Lake, Minnesota. 5/31/22, 3 million chickens destroyed by fire at Foreman's facility in Stockholm Township, Minnesota. 6/2/22, 30,000 ducks destroyed at Duck Farms, Berks, Pennsylvania. 6/7/22, a fire occurred Tuesday evening at the JBS meat packing plant in Green, Wisconsin. 6/8/22, firefighters from Tangapahoa Fire District 1 responded to a fire at Purina Feed Mill in Arcola, Louisiana. Or they're not even letting the animals off, our dogs, are they, and the cats. 6/9/22, irrigation water was canceled in California, the #1 producer of food in the U.S., and storage water flushed directly out to the Delta. 6/12/22, largest pork company in the U.S. shuts down California plant due to high costs. 6/13/22, fire breaks out at a food processing plant of Waupaca County in Wisconsin. We can't leave the beef off, can we, and the cattle. 6/14/22, over 10,000 head of cattle have reportedly died in a recent Kansas heat wave. And I have to say, I saw that story and we really think they were poisoned. But whatever, they're dead, right? 6/23/22, Georgia's Inc. Poultry and Prepared Foods announced it will close one of its food processing plants in Campbell County, Tennessee. 6/10/22, a fire completely destroyed a building at Pendleton Flour Mills in eastern Oregon. 8/28/22, a poultry processing plant in Montebello, California was caught on fire. 8/30/22, emergency declared in 4 states after oil refinery fire in Indiana fears to disrupt the supply of gasoline, diesel, and jet fuel. Now, guys, this is, I know you weren't counting, but that's 103 instances in just the United States alone. Now, I am sure this is happening all over the world, and if you want to let me know, below in your comments, we'll post it and we'll start another list of our food being messed with worldwide. So if this doesn't inspire you to start stocking a little bit more on food if you can, I don't know what will. And all I can say, guys, it's time for world enlightenment, don't you think? All right, have a good one. If this works for you, if you think it's important, share. People need to know this. And on that note, I bid you aloha.